and welcome to our conspiracy. I'm Amy, and today I want to talk about drawing. I have been teaching drawing for a long time, long time. And I have a theory that I want to share with you, and I think it's a good one. And that is that, well, first of all, you know this. Everyone is an artist. When they're little kids, everyone is an artist. They're free. They're not worried about making a mistake. They just do their thing. It's great. Anyway, somewhere around like fourth grade, maybe third grade, people divide into camps, those that can draw and those that can't draw. And for the rest of the life, the people who say they can't draw insist they can't draw based on what the heck happened in third grade. And it's what happens is some kids naturally are sort of better at realism, at making their drawings look like the thing that they're drawing, and which is great. But like drawing is so much more than realism. I'm going to talk about that more in a second. But anyway, these people in this camp that can't draw, I mean, not only do they insist they can't draw, which is not true, but they're like phobic. They think it's like math and it's like something they can't do and they can't crack the code. Anyway, I'm here to tell you this is ridiculous. Anybody can learn to draw. I have never met a person that couldn't learn to draw. And if you stick around to the end of this video, which is not very long, I'll try to talk fast. I am going to do a little drawing demo. And if you think you can't draw, I'm going to prove to you that you can. So it's just going to be a quickie, but grab a pencil, or you can pause the video later, but I'm going to do a little drawing exercise. But anyway, let me give you my spiel. Okay, first of all, why do we draw? Okay, and this is part of the key, because the first thing is you might think it's to make art. Well, that's kind of the least of it. I mean, yes, drawing is an art form, and beautiful drawings are framed and in museums and on people's homes, but that's just one aspect of drawing. And even have said that, there's a whole scope of sort of stylistic approaches to drawing that you can use, So anyway, drawing to make art is just one thing. And that can't be the thing in the beginning anyway when you're learning to draw, because you're not going to be that good yet. You can't do what's in your head right off the bat. You got to practice a little. And that makes me crazy as a teacher. People like, they can't do it immediately, so they think they can't do it. Well, nobody can do anything new immediately. You gotta wobble, you gotta learn to walk, right? So anyway, you gotta be patient. But the second reason that people draw is to literally to have an experience. Like if you have a travel journal, or you're an urban sketcher, if you know what that is, or if you just sit down and draw, have a sketchbook, and you don't plan to frame it, you're just interacting with something in nature or something in a room, like it makes such a profound memory to slow down, to sit down with a pencil and to interact with your environment. And before you sit down and interact with your environment, sometimes you're looking around for what you want to draw, or you're seeing something on a trip and you're like, so drawing teaches you to see. Even if your drawing ends up stinky, it teaches you to see better because you're looking at the world. You're looking for line and shape and texture and value, which are all things that you learn if you take the time to learn how to draw. And it's not rocket science, you can do it. Okay, another reason people draw is they use it to understand how things are put together. Like there's some people that draw beautiful birds, the Audubon Society. People are fascinated with a subject. And so they draw that subject and they understand the anatomy and the texture and the surface and the proportions of birds or architecture or bicycles, or I like to draw scooters, which is really kind of challenging but fun. So it can help you understand something by sitting down again and just analyzing it and dissecting how it's put together and manifesting that in a drawing. Another thing you can do is actually document something. Like I have this series called In the Mirror, and every time I go away, because I travel a lot, I do a little sketch and I am in the mirror. And sometimes this drawing is 5 minutes long. Sometimes I have 2 days to do it. Depends on how long I'm staying. But they're not all great drawings, but they're really fun and they're a document of where I was at the time and what I was doing, and I remember this. It's like a journal or a diary for me, a visual diary. So that's another thing that drawing can do for you. Another thing is you can explain something with drawing. If you're comfortable picking up a pencil or a pen and drawing, you can map out a garden. You know, you can say, oh, I think I want my bushes over here, my flowers over here, and this color scheme, and you just get comfortable with drawing. Or you can make a map for someone else. Here's how to get to the house, or here's what this looked like, or, you know, if you just feel comfortable drawing, it can really come in handy. And the last one I think is using your imagination, which is a super wonderful, creative, energizing thing that all human beings have, their imagination. And drawing is like taking something out of your head and trying to realize it onto a piece of paper, trying to, you know, bring it out. And I was just talking to my brother and he was saying that it like wants to come out. I love that. So anyway, sometimes you have things in your head, pictures in your head that you like want to come out, and it may come out in a spurt, or it may be something methodical, where you're just drawing slowly, like you're doodling. Doodling is awesome. So anyway, I heard a quote which I loved, and it was like a little kid said it, I think, and it said, drawing is you think something and then you put a line around it. Isn't that great? Okay, so anyway, so now we're going to get on to the lesson. This is going to be really quick. Get ready. Buckle up. Okay, so you don't think you know how to draw? Just check it out. You know, you need simple tools. But let's say we see this tree out there. We're gonna draw this tree. I'm gonna repeat the box here, but you don't have to necessarily. Having a soft pencil helps, and I want to show you too. I'm not drawing like this, like I'm writing. This is important. We don't draw like we're writing. We choke up on the pencil. We got the pencil in one hand, the eraser in the other hand. You're like, nope, that's not right. No, that's not right. No. Got to be free, because drawing is not just copying or representing, but it's interpreting. Okay. Anyway, so I'm holding my pencil away from the tip and I'm letting it skate. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just dissecting, thinking, okay, this tree is like a big shape. It's just a bubble. Look, I'm working light because I don't know if I'm ready to commit. This is a little bit darker down here. Okay, good enough, right? And then you can get darker if you feel like, oh yeah, I'm kind of sure. And now my marks are starting to kind of indicate the spirit of this line, you know, because it's not just a straight line. It gets straighter as it goes back to the horizon. And here, what's happening here? I got like little popcorn things, and I'm just scribbling, interpreting. And what I'm going to do too is, as my marks go back, they get smaller and they start to disappear. This is just like a little drawing trick, just to interpret this. I'm not copying every little thing. It drives me crazy. And then my tree, which is kind of a nice shape. And again, now I'm revisiting the shape and I'm making it spiky like plants can be. Oh yeah, tree-ness, a happy little tree. There we go. So now we have a line drawing. So now check it out. Quick, on the side of my pencil. I didn't really give you guys a chance to pause and go get your pencil. So if you forgot and you're just watching, you're like fascinated, I want to try this. You can start over, just rewind the video. But anyway, I'm just using the side of my pencil and I am doing quickly, doing all my dark parts, right? My pencil's picking up a little bit of the texture underneath of my paper. That's why it looks like that. But anyway, it's okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit of smudging to separate the sky from the land. So this is just dividing up the light and dark. Now I'm working fast, but you don't have to work this fast. You can go slower. And then I'm going to use my eraser and I'm going to smudge. Because smudging is a fun little tool. It kind of softens everything. That and I smudge in a way that I have like little ghostly smudges here. And then I can come in and I can clean up the edges if I want to. Looks like it's raining in my drawing. Feel free to steal that. And I might erase a little bit of the popcorn down here just to give a better transition. And then I might get a little bit darker on this one side, make it more solid. You see where I'm going with this. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fine little drawing. I can get a little darker down here. Boom. You can do this. You can do this. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because anybody can learn to draw and it's really fun. And I don't even think I mentioned that as a reason to draw, why we draw, but drawing is just a pleasure. And you sit down and you try to work something out and it might not go perfectly, but then, you know, as long as there's breath in your body and your paper holds out, you can try to fix it or do another one or whatever. You know, it's all for our entertainment and pleasure and fun and knowledge and creativity. So anyway, that's my spiel. I have a drawing class coming up in less than a week, and it's a great class. It's on Zoom, and you also get a video. So you're in a live class, you also get a video. It's a really good deal. And I just want to encourage everybody, if you have not tried it, if you haven't tried drawing, you owe it to yourself to try. If you're telling yourself right now, you're giving yourself that message, oh, I can't draw. Goldenki. Yes, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine, but you can. You can do it. So anyway, that's it, Amy from More Conspiracy. Keep in touch.